Hello everybody, Fishmon14 here with my next Let's Play, which is of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is, as with many people, my favorite game of all time. Accidental pun. There's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said. Chances are you've heard of this game, you've had this game, you've played this game, you've beat this game, you've enjoyed this game, you've cherished this game, you've backlogged it in your head. You may have moved on to new games, but you have never forgotten the epic quest that was Ocarina of Time. So, at the very beginning here, we have a nice run through Hyrule Field on a horse, which we will maybe get to later. Moving into the forest. I'm actually going to push start here because there's actually going to spoil a cutscene there. And before we get started, I'd actually like to mention this right here. You'll notice that my second file is named Dick. There's actually a story about that. See, I was born in 93, May of 93 to be exact. So this game came out in November of 98. So at the time I was 5 years old. And at that time, we spent a lot of time with our cousins. So I guess the day that my parents brought home this game, two of my cousins were over, at least two of them. I don't know how old they were at the time, probably around 12 or 13-ish. And they thought it'd be hilarious to take advantage of my innocent little mind, since I didn't know any better. And they thought it'd be really funny to name my file Dick. You know, I was just thought it was so cool to be hanging out with my cool older cousins, and I was like, okay, I'll name my file Dick. And there you go. And that was my original file. This is my original cartridge that I'm playing on. So the entire time I've ever owned this game, this file has been here. I'm sure it was file 1 at one point, and I probably copied it down to file 2, but enough story about that. I just thought it was kind of funny. Sorry about that. I'm going to erase this file up here. Oh no! File 1, we are going to name Fish, because I'm Fishmon. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. One more thing I'd like to actually mention first. Those 3 white digits there, a lot of people don't actually know what that means. In fact, I never even knew until just a few minutes ago, but that's actually your death count. It's how many times you've died, so you can die and reset, and it won't actually add to it, but if you die and save and continue, it will add to that. It doesn't really affect anything within the game, but it's just a little indicator. But enough rambling, let's get started. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. What is this? Is it a castle? It's a horse. A white horse. Who's that? Who is that? Oh god. It's the boogeyman! What a weird dream. Navi. Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, Listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. Fun fact, this game actually taught me vocabulary. I completely and wholly have this game to thank for the fact that I have an extensive vocabulary now. Anyway, for so long the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly, the fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. So we have a nice little camera perspective from the perspective of Navi. Oh, right under his balls.
Hello.
Hello. Getting a nice look at... Oh. Stop humping that rock, boy. I just thought this was so funny. Ha 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 ha. Now we're in a house. Oh, it's my house. Okay. I always thought this was kind of funny, too.
Hello, Fish. Wake up. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Fish, get up!
Nah.
Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy?
Link's like, ah, shut up. I'm up.
You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now.
Welcome to Kokiri Forest. Oh, hi there. Girl with green hair. Yahoo! Hi, Fish. Sup? And we'll go ahead and talk to you. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Fish. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri Fish. Is that right? The great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree. Suppose I should start calling it Deku, I guess. Because I think that's the official pronunciation, but I always pronounced it Deku. You know what? No, I'm going to call it Deku. Just because. Each of these, well, both of these grass patches have 2 rupees in them apiece, and rupees will come in handy for a reason I'll explain in a moment. Navi's already trying to talk to us. Just gonna wait. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy! What's your business with the great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man! Yeah, there you go. That made lots of sense. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the great Deku Tree without both a sword and a shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but If you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Alright, fine, asshole. I'll go get a sword and a shield. First, we're gonna deal with the sword. Because it's gonna... Fine, I'll talk to you, Navi. You push up C to talk to Navi whenever she goes, "Hey! Listen! Hey! Hey!
Great Deku Tree has summoned you! Please come with me!
I know! I have to do a couple things first. You can talk to this guy if you've never actually played this game, and... I mean... who actually hasn't. But he'll teach you how to, like, Z-target and do jumps and stuff. Really pretty basic stuff that's kind of self-explanatory, but if you really need it, then he's there to help you. Okay. Wait a second. Oh god, a boulder! Ah! Oh, okay, it's just gonna go that way. A couple more rupees there. And a chest. What does this say? Visit the house of the blah 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 blah. Item related questions, not important. What's in here? It's our first chest. You got the Kokiri sword! Equipment subscreen, cursor, equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure, blah blah blah. Kokiri, blah blah blah. Borrow it, blah blah blah. Practice, blah blah blah. Really fight, blah blah blah. So, you have to actually equip it. You have to go to the equipment screen, and there you go. And obviously B is the button to do. And there's some more rupees for us. Oh, okay. Some more rupees. We want to gather up 40 rupees to... spoiler alert, get the shield that we need. And there's plenty of rupees around here. I'm sure you could scrounge, like if you search your absolute hardest, you could find around 60 maybe. Never actually tried to find as many as I could, and besides, it's not like there's always a specific amount. Oh, hey, rock humpy. A by the stone, hump it. A by the stone, hump it. Mean old Mito. He made me hump up the rocks in front of his house. Whatever. So if you throw these rocks, you can get some more rupees. Can I get a set of 3, please? Yes, no, maybe so. Come on. Oh, no 3. Well, behind this house right here, there's 5 rupees. There are 5 rupees. Oh, wait, here we go. Maybe... Damn. If you've never actually played a Zelda game, then that big blue thing on the bottom right corner of the screen is the map, and the little yellow arrow indicates where you are, and the red arrow indicates the last area you... like, the area you entered from. Shut up. No, I'm not gonna talk to you. I actually need some more rupees. That meanie Mito made me cut the grass at Saria's house. Mito told Saria he would do it so she would like him, but I'm the one doing all the work. You and Saria are close friends, so will you help me cut the grass? I'll let you keep anything that you find while cutting it. Okay. It's actually another thing that I've always pronounced differently than seemingly everyone else. I never called her Saria, I always called her Saria. Oh, there we go. There's 3. Bada bing. And if we cross this bridge here... Cross this other bridge... It's good training for Z-targeting, I guess. She doesn't really have anything important to say, and we only need 3 more rupees. We can get those by... You jump across these. Mysterious 5 rupees! And I think if you go back across, you can actually get 5 more. Nope, guess not. So we're gonna head into the store now. It's a midget. Deku shield. Buy. Blah blah blah. Equipment subscreen. Blah blah blah. Equip it. Blah blah blah. Press R. Blah blah blah. Defend. Blah blah blah. Z targeting. Blah blah blah. Defending. Blah blah blah. Not like I can actually buy anything else. And we're gonna go ahead and equip this. I guess I could go over and see a little bit more dialogue from Mido before we actually advance the plot, but we'll just get going.
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you haven't Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble.
And if we walk on through here, we have... Oh my gosh, our first enemies! Kill them. You got a Deku stick. Blah blah blah. Carry up to 10 sticks. These are used for a couple of things, but they're not really that useful past the first dungeon. Oh, hello. Giant talking tree.
Great Deku Tree, I'm back.
It's so. I always thought that was so cool how he had like thick eyebrows and a mustache. What's cooler than a tree with a mustache? Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Fish, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Fish, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. What about power? Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task?
No!
Yes. Then enter, brave fish, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Fish. And Fish, when Navi speaks, use up C to listen well to her words of wisdom. What is up C? Breaking the fourth wall! I always thought that was really epic how he would, like, open his mouth like that. Anyway, that is it for part 1 of Let's Play Ocarina of Time. See you next time when we head into this first dungeon here. Bye, guys!